Coming to you live from the JRE Tobacco Aladino Mobile Studios, it's the Cigar Pulpit.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to another sermon from the Cigar Pulpit. I'm the Bishop of the Burn, Nick, and with me, as always,
it's your man Gator.
And tonight, we are going to be smoking another selection from the May My Monthly Cigars box.
Damn straight we are.
Tonight, we're going to be smoking the Jamie Garcia Reserva Especial. The size we're going to be smoking is a 5.5 by 52 Bellicoso, featuring a Connecticut broadleaf wrapper, a Nicaraguan binder, and Nicaraguan filler. And this cigar received a 90-point rating from Cigar Aficionado.
The Jamie Garcia.
Jaime.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, we've been down this road before.
Don't they know that a J isn't an H?
But it's like
Spanish.
Yeah.
I really need to learn more of that if I'm going to do a cigar podcast.
Probably.
Yeah. But if you're looking for it in the humidor and you're a redneck like I am, it's a Jamie Garcia.
Jamie Garcia.
Yeah.
It's a Jaime.
Yep.
Anyway, so we got the cigar. It's a nice, kind of oily, toothy wrapper to it.
It does. You know? I've already taken mine out of the cellophane so as not to be obnoxious.
Wow.
Yeah. I got it right here, though, if you want to hear it.
No.
Okay.
We're good. We don't need to do that. So,
I had it at the ready.
Why don't we go ahead and jump right in?
Oh, my God. Are we going to go ahead and talk about the cut?
Yeah.
Is it brought to us by Riverman?
It is brought to us by Riverman Cigar Company. Our man Dan over there at Riverman. He's your stop in St. Louis, guys. I don't know how else. Are you? Damn it, Jeff. Premature.
Looked you right in the eyes and did that.
You did.
Yep.
You looked me right in the eyes and scratched my CD. You looked me right in the eyes in broad day. Well, it's not broad daylight.
When the fuck did we get ice cream?
Exactly. But anyway, so our man Dan,
we're back to the ice cream.
He's the stop to make in St. Louis when you're in the area. He's got, oh my God.
Someday we'll explain the ice cream, boys and girls.
Nope, probably not. But anyway, he's got a wide variety in his humidor, featuring the full line of Martinez cigars. He's also got the JRE Aladino cigars. He's got that new selection of Perdomo cigars and Espinosa cigars. Guys, the guy's got what you want.
He's got AJ Fernandez, the New World.
He's got what you want.
Yep.
So, if you're in the St. Louis area.
Project 40.
He does.
And
other Alec Bradley's as well.
Yep. You know what else
he's got? That fine and rare, which is in that really badass humidor.
That humidor thing
and he's doing a deal.
Cool.
He's doing a deal with that humidor where if you buy one of the cigars out of it, I think they're like $26. But if you buy one of the cigars out of it, that gets you entered into a drawing to win that box.
I'm not going to lie, guys. You want to win that box.
Yeah,
that's really cool.
Really neat.
Yeah.
So, but anyway.
You know what else?
What?
Did you mention the JRE? The Aladinos?
I did.
Okay, I wanted to make sure we hit the studio sponsor there.
Yeah, I did mention the JRE.
JRE Tobacco.
Aladino.
Yeah, the Aladinos.
Yeah. And
they sponsor our mobile studio.
We're aware. And so anyway.
Commercial in a commercial.
Anyway.
Look at that.
Guys, if you're in the St. Louis area, you want to swing by Riverman Cigar Company, grab a cigar, sit out underneath the 1,500 square foot covered patio, hang out with Dan and Jane and Miss Cindy, say hi. And if you're not in the St. Louis area, but you still want to support a badass brick and mortar, give Dan a call because he does mail order and he can send you a box of cigars right away.
If you don't have a brick and mortar, let Riverman be yours.
So that's Riverman Cigar Company of Crestwood, Missouri. And with that, it's time that we go ahead and cut the cigar.
I don't know if you noticed, I already cut mine.
I'm very aware.
Look at that gorgeous V cut, though.
I'm very aware of the fact that
I kind of want to picture that. That's a thing of beauty.
I'm very aware of the fact that you prematurely cut the cigar. So I also have the V cut.
Oh, look at you. Following my lead.
I know, right? So, cold draw time, Jeff. I mean, it's not like we don't do this every time. So.
I just took some of my CBN oil, so we'll see how that affects.
What have you not taken between the THC, the
that
CBD...
was in Vegas. That was legal, and it was in Vegas. Although it's legal here in Illinois,
too. The CBD. Now the CBN. I mean, what is that? Christian Broadcasting Network? Is Pat Robertson going to pop up on the deck? Is he going to pop up on the deck here?
By the way, I want to point out,
this
is
from
Caldwell Botanicals.
Okay.
Now, do you know what connection they have to the cigar world?
No.
So the beautiful young lady that runs Caldwell Botanicals,
yes,
is the sister of the gentleman that owns Caldwell Cigars.
Well, I'll be damned.
And if you look real close at the front of this,
yeah,
look at that picture on there. the same artist does the artwork for that does the artwork for the bands on
it
Caldwell
does
Cigars.
Look the same.
Yeah, and the eyes blocked out and all that.
Interesting.
Yeah. So we're going to get them on and have them talk about the cigars and then have her talk about the oil. I'm going to make that happen.
All right, you make that happen.
I will.
So, cold draw time, Jeff.
Okay.
I'm.
We do have some fucking good coffee.
I was going to get to that.
Okay.
We do have some fucking coffee.
Oh, my bad.
It's fucking.
Never get that right.
No, you don't. I wonder why. Jeff's just
because I'm a moron.
looking for an excuse to drop an F-bomb.
Cranberries?
There is a sweetness. I'm not going to say cranberries.
I'm thinking dried cranberries.
No.
I had raisins on the Cigar Tuesday.
I know, and I almost want to say raisins again, but it's not as pronounced and not sweet as the one that we had on Tuesday.
I'm thinking, you know what? I'll tell you what I've got in the house right now. I've got dried cranberries. Let me go get some, and then you take that and then taste them. Yes.
Seriously?
Yep, we're going to make that happen.
This is what we're going to do?
We're doing a tasting.
All right. Well,
it's leading up to our charcuterie board of delight.
So while Jeff goes and procures his dried cranberries.
Don't look too close. I'm in my boxers.
Oh, my God.
I don't want Lefty to pop out on you.
In his underwear. Oh, my God.
Hold on.
Averting my eyes. Get in the house. Averting my eyes. Thanks for putting on pants before I came over. So anyway, while Jeff is inside, I did want to point out that I am drinking some of the fucking good coffee. We have the Honduran blend here, and I was a little tired coming over here tonight, and I called ahead and asked Jeff to brew some coffee because, guys, I mean, take this for what it's worth. I enjoyed the fucking good coffee enough that I called Jeff ahead to get more of it.
He did.
I did. Oh, he's back with the cranberries. And, so for what it's worth, I'm not a coffee drinker, but this is now twice that I will have had this. And I actually requested it. So, get yourself some fucking good coffee.
Okay.
All right.
Take a cold draw.
Put on your damn headset.
Let me put my throw rug back on.
I appreciate that because I don't want to see Lefty, as you called him. Gross.
He's the one on the left.
I know.
Take a drag, and then have a couple of cranberries, and tell me that that's not the flavor.
Close. The cigar's a little earthier.
Okay.
So I'd say maybe I'll give you your dried cranberries, but maybe with a little tinge of earthiness to it as well.
Fair enough. I'll take it. You didn't expect me to drag out the dried cranberries, did you?
Fucking good coffee. No, I did not. And for the record, Jeff, how am I
hate to say this, that coffee.
How am I taking my fucking good coffee, Jeff?
Like your women.
What? Dark and bitter?
Oh my god!
Oh my god!
Yeah, that's gonna lead to court proceedings.
Anyway,
but no, you're taking your coffee black.
I am,
and
for the record,
I'm not gonna lie, that coffee paired up nicely with those cranberries too, because I just used that to wash them down.
Kind of did.
Yeah,
I did as well.
It actually did. Yeah.
So okay, I'm gonna go ahead and light up my cigar.
Oh, we're gonna be so wired.
That's good because again, I was getting kind of sleepy on my drive over here.
Ass dragger.
What?
You're an ass dragger. You were dragging ass.
I was dragging ass. It's been a long day.
I'm going team cold flame again.
Delivery day.
Look at this. Soft flame. Team soft flame. Not cold flame. That doesn't make any sense at all. What the hell's a cold flame?
I don't know. I have been catching up on the Cigar Authority because I've been woefully behind. And I heard their episode about smoking cigars in the car. And I know they recommended a soft flame for lighting a cigar in the car. Now, they talked about how like it scorches like the head, like the fabric on the roof of the car.
I haven't done that, but the first time I
don't know how tall. I don't know how much Barry and those guys have their lighters like jacked up with the little wheel on the bottom. But I have never had a flame reach that high that I'm like scorching the fabric on the top of the car.
Yeah, that would suck.
I mean, that just seems a little excessive to me. But I will say, Mr. Jonathan's advice about what windows to roll down.
Mm-hmm.
Brilliant. I up until today, I used to drive in the car with the front driver and passenger side windows cracked.
Okay.
But after listening to the show, I rolled down the driver's window probably about an inch and a half, and I rolled down the passenger side rear window about an inch and a half.
Create a vacuum across.
And it created the diagonal across,
Yeah.
and man, I watched the smoke just billow out my window. Like, it didn't even make it into the car. It just, I exhaled, and it went right out the window. It was brilliant.
But see, that makes sense for you because you have an ashtray in your car. I flick my ash out the window. If I did that, it's going to suck right back in on me and set my car on fire.
What?
If I go to ash out the window and I've created that cross draft, sucking through the car, it's going to suck that ash right through the car back onto the car.
The wind comes from the rear and blows to the front.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That would work. That would work then.
Yeah.
Except I'm in a Wrangler.
Well, yeah, you being in a two-door or two-window vehicle, that's probably not going to work.
I could just unzip the back window in the Wrangler.
Probably could.
Could do that.
Yeah. So
get a nice cross breeze going.
I'll tell you, I do have that ashtray in the car. It's not bad. It's one of the little Zycar cans, and it's good for keeping it and putting the little cap on it, and keeping that ash smell.
Do you
and
keep
everything.
some whiff in it?
I do. I put some of that whiff out in the bottom of it.
I've heard good things about that.
That's good stuff.
I know Broccoli recommends it over at the smoke
I
pit.
pour a little bit of it in the bottom of it, and it just kills the odor from those ashes.
That's amazing.
It's great. And then I have the spray. I keep the spray in my glove box, and then that way, if the car does get a little stinky, I just kind of hit it with that spray before I go in for the night, and then I just let it sit overnight. And when I come out the next day, my car smells great.
Have you thought about, do you keep any of that in your closet for the clothes?
No.
I wonder if that would work.
Funny you mentioned that. I was actually texting with Nick Gervais the other day.
Yep.
And he had some that he was going to try. And so he took some of the spray. He had a sweatshirt, like a hoodie or something, that he was smoking in. And, I'm not like ripping him for this because I don't wash, like, if I have a hoodie that I'm sitting outside on my deck and smoking
I'm not washing that every time.
I don't wash that every time. No, I might wash it. Like I might smoke a handful of times and then wash it. He said he hadn't washed his in like 2 weeks.
I can honestly tell you that's not abnormal. Abnormal for me to do.
I mean, you're only wearing it a couple hours and you're sitting down outside and smoking. It's not that big of a deal. But he hadn't washed it in a couple weeks, so he took some of that whiff out, sprayed the front of it, and he said the front of it, you would have never known that he'd have any sort of cigar whatsoever. The back of it, though, still had the cigar odor.
Interesting.
Yeah. So, I think that whiff out spray works really well.
Now, you're talking about the hoodie. I'll be honest, I don't wash a hoodie that often, and a lot of times I change the T-shirt underneath it. I don't wash the hoodie.
Obviously. Yeah. I'll wash the hoodie, obviously, if I get something on it.
Well, yeah.
Or, if maybe I've worn it so much that it's kind of out of shape,
Mm-hmm.
But realistically, yeah, I mean, a hoodie like that, I'll throw it on top of my dresser or something, and just wear it another day, sitting outside.
But they're done that.
Yep.
Because, look, it's kind of like blue jeans. If you wash blue jeans, they're going to fall apart on you quicker.
Well, yeah, blue jeans you're not supposed to wash regularly like that. Yep.
So I kind of take that, for hoodies and things like you wouldn't wash a coat necessarily. You might take it to the dry cleaners or something, but hoodies are kind of like that with me. The less I wash them, the more durable I think they're going to be.
Yeah. No, that's a valid point.
But that's just me.
So, anyway. So, Jeff, early thoughts on the Jamie Garcia Reserva Especial?
I've got a really good burn line. You were dead on, by the way, talking about that oily, toothy wrapper.
Mm-hmm.
It is... I didn't smell it beforehand, but it's kind of got that look like I was talking a few episodes back about where it almost looks fire-cured. It's got that... And I know it's that wrapper.
Yeah.
But it's got that look to it that it's almost like a fire-cured cigar.
Yeah.
Like something Clint Eastwood would be smoking on the back of a horse.
Something.
In one of the spaghetti westerns.
Well, there you go.
Something along those lines, yes.
Along those lines.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, so, I felt like there was something that we brought up that I wanted to circle back on.
We had an outline before we started. I've completely forgot.
No. That I still have that in my head.
Okay,
but,
good.
But no, there was something that you mentioned or something that came up just now that I wanted to circle back on, and for the life of me, I can't remember. I should have. I don't know.
Did it involve cranberries?
No.
Caldwell cigars?
No. It would have been one of those
fucking
things.
good coffee?
No, I talked about the fucking good coffee.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, I don't know. It's one of those things that it's just lost to the ages until I edit this. And
all we have to do is rewind it and then listen.
But then I think to myself, oh, I should have brought that up, but oh well. No,
yeah, that happens.
Such is life.
Have anything to do with Lefty?
No.
Just trying to recap where we're at so far.
No, I'm not referring to your ball sack.
My throw rug that makes me look like an extra at beaches.
Oh my God!
Did I ever tell you you're my hero?
Oh my God! Yeah, I come back here and Jeff's like lounging in the chair, and I'm just like, I guess this is the time that I come and visit Jeff with the cancer right before that's that.
Sadly, the shape I'm in, it's probably riddled with it. I just haven't gone to the doctor in 14 years.
Personally, I think diabetes is your bigger concern.
My toes got better.
Well, that's good. That's good.
That black spot on the toe went away. Yeah,
that's good. That's good.
I apparently dropped something on the nail, but I don't remember doing it.
Oh my God. Anyway, no. So I know one of the things that we wanted to touch on was kind of an important topic.
Okay.
We wanted to touch on how our senator from Illinois, Dick Durbin,
and as we all know, say it with us, folks.
You gotta dick Durbin before Durbin dicks you. So anyway, Durbin's looking to dick us all.
Yes, he is.
It's the same thing.
With a bunch of sand and broken glass as lube.
It's the same old tired story.
Yep.
And but we're going to keep harping on it because, by God, it's important.
It is.
Everybody pay attention to this.
Everybody needs to go to cigaraction.org.
Okay.
If you take nothing else away from what I'm about to tell you, go to cigaraction.org.
Okay.
So here's the deal. I'm going to try my best to read this piece to you from the PCA, which is the Premium Cigar Association. U.S. Senate Majority Whip Dick Durbin.
Dick Durbin.
Yeah, D from Illinois. And Senate Finance Committee Chair Ron Wyden.
Okay.
He's a D from Oregon. Along with U.S. Representative, I can't even pronounce this name. They're from Illinois. Raja.
Don't even try. They don't matter. They don't matter.
Anyway. Yeah. Go to the PCA on.
They don't matter.
Go to PCA 1933 on Instagram. You can read it for yourself or try to. Anyway, so I don't want to butcher the name, so I'm going to give up. Introduced a bicameral, which is both houses, by the way, for anybody out there. Did you know that, Nick?
I did know that actually.
Well, you worked in the state government.
I did.
So bicameral. Tobacco Tax Equity Act of 2021. And by the way, when anything says Tax Equity Act, it means we're getting fucked. Yeah. So the bill has been referred to the Senate Finance Committee and is co-sponsored by several other Democrats.
Of course it is. By the way, these same Democrats that were celebrating 420 Day as a national holiday. I just want to point that out. But move on. But
we digress. Yeah, smoke your nuts off there. So, champion. Anyway, we got to pull that quote.
I'm not giving him the champion, moniker.
I didn't mean him, but anyway.
You know what we need to start doing every time we mention Dick Durbin?
What's that?
Start playing this clip.
You dick!
There we go. Just every time.
That's a thing now. So anyway, the legislation would raise the taxes on all tobacco products to the same rate as cigarettes.
So it's the same thing he's tried, with the Mamas Act and all that.
Oh, wait, but there's more. And then double it.
Nice.
Yeah. This would present a massive increase on both premium cigars and pipe tobacco. Retailers, employers, consumers must, and this is from the PCA, must push back against this second massive tax increase introduced at the federal level in the recent months. Take action now. Go to cigaraction.org. Now, I know I've said it before, and I'm going to say it again. why does Dick Durbin
You dick!
hate people from Central America and the Caribbean?
I don't know.
Because he's trying to destroy their economies.
I know.
I need a number. I need a number from, so I know we have manufacturers that listen to us.
Yes.
I need a number of how many people involved in South America, Central America, and the Caribbean work in the tobacco fields, the barns, the rolling, everything. I need a number of how many people work in those, I'm going to say third world countries, but for intents and purposes here for this argument, how many people are involved in South, Central, and the Caribbean, South and Central America and the Caribbean, in the production of premium cigars? How many people is Dick Durbin
You dick!
Thank you. How many people's jobs is Dick Durbin jeopardizing by doing this?
I don't know.
All for a cash grab from you fat white guys like us is what he thinks. But he's not coming after fat white guys. A lot of people smoke cigars that don't look like us.
He's coming after a lot of people in South American countries that are reliant on the jobs that they have with these cigar manufacturers in order to keep their families alive.
And we know this because we were sitting with our friend Oscar Valadares at TPE when he was talking to the people in his factory.
Yep.
And I got a glimpse that day looking at that video chat that he was having with how many people, and that was just on the rolling floor.
Well, and that was also just a portion.
Yeah.
He's like talking about bringing more people on, maybe doing like extra shifts, doing stuff on Saturday. I mean, he's expanding his operation and everything. And, these people, look, just the people of Honduras.
Yep.
So now you're talking Oscar, you're talking JRE, you're talking at least those two. There probably are more. They've dealt with COVID.
Yep.
They've dealt with multiple hurricanes.
Yep.
And that's just this past year.
Mm-hmm.
Then you have all the factories and everything over in Nicaragua,
who the government is threatening to seize.
Yeah.
And run themselves, which we all know how that's going to go.
Well, it's going to go the way of Cuba, but that's neither here nor there. And then, you have the fine folks of Dominican Republic who, they have their own concerns to be worried about.
Yep.
I mean, you're talking a lot of jobs in countries
that need every job they can get.
Exactly. So I don't know why Dick Durbin
You dick!
is racist towards South American people.
I don't either.
But he is.
I would think in a state like Illinois with the Latino population we have that he would be shying away from doing anything to hurt Latinos.
Well, evidently Dick Durbin
You dick!
has not thought this through.
No. You know what it is?
What?
It's typical do-gooder policies.
Yep.
Where, you have this idea and, oh my God, this is going to be great and it's going to help so many people. And you don't bother to look at the debris, the wake that it leaves behind you.
Well,
and that's what he's doing.
And let's be real. Democrats, by and large, have always enjoyed funding programs with taxes on cigarettes. And now, because of the expansion of vape and everything else, now they're just doing this sweeping tobacco, thing. And I mean, first of all, that doesn't even make sense because there's no tobacco in vape, but there's nicotine, but it's neither here nor there. But the point is, why do they have to come after cigars? And I'm even going to go so far as to say, why are they coming after cigarettes, tobacco in general?
No.
Are there no other way? If you can't figure out a viable way to fund your program, maybe what we need to be doing is taking a harder look at these programs and determining, do we actually need them?
Nick, you worked in government. You know that's not going to happen.
But see, this is where I come from. I look at it and I'm like, government should be smaller. Significantly smaller.
Well, and here's the thing. You know me, I'm pretty conservative. I know you are as well.
Uh-huh.
But the Republicans have done us no favors on a lot of this stuff either.
I don't disagree with that.
They had the chance for years to cut programs and cut costs.
I completely agree.
Yeah.
Government is bloated way beyond what it should be. And, look, Democrats and Republicans, I can safely say, are two sides of the same coin.
Yep.
They just have their priorities different.
Yeah.
One side wants programs for X, the other side wants programs for Y. Ultimately, they still want programs.
Yep.
Cut the damn programs.
Yes.
Cut the damn programs and let people live.
Yeah.
I'm not saying kick people out in the street and get rid of food stamps and whatever else. There are some programs that you have to maintain.
Yes.
But do we really have to be studying like the mating habits of dolphins and things of that nature?
Yeah.
Can we not leave that up to private science?
Yeah.
in that specific
Well,
instance.
look at SpaceX right now.
Yeah.
We've cut funding for NASA, and guess what? The private sector stepped up.
Yep. I mean,
they're flying our astronauts to the
Elon
station
Musk
now.
wanting to freaking put a colony on Mars, for Christ's sake.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
well, he better not do it with Dogecoin, but we'll get into that later.
I was going to say, you want to touch on Doge? We need to get the update on Jeff's investment strategy, but we'll circle back to that in a bit. But the point is, guys, you need to go to what is the website again, Jeff? CigarAction.org.
The website, my friends, is CigarAction.org.
So go to CigarAction.org and do what you need to do in order to let your legislators know that Dick Durbin is trying to dick us.
Never gets old.
It really doesn't. I'm happy that I found that clip. So Durbin is trying to dick us.
Yes.
And I think it's high time that we all point out that he's wrong.
Well, and again, here's the deal. The PCA and other people are making the argument about us, the end users, and the price and everything. No, this jeopardizes a lot of jobs in South Central America and also in the Caribbean.
And you pointed out that I worked in politics for a number of years. I've had my fair share of work both in the actual legislative side as well as on the campaign side. And I would give one piece of friendly advice to those in the cigar industry that are maybe trying to combat this.
Yeah.
If you're going to fight a liberal like Dick Durbin,
you dick,
you need to think like a liberal.
You got to out-liberal him.
You got to out-liberal him. And so I know what you're doing. You're appealing to the voters, and you're hoping that the voters will appeal to the legislators, and the legislators will listen to the voters.
Yeah.
And that's one avenue.
We need a two-pronged attack.
I think that's one avenue.
Yep.
I think the other avenue that needs to be taken is, I think, as we've pointed out many, many times, I think in order to out-liberal Dick Durbin,
you dick,
you need to point out
You're really enjoying that, aren't you?
I am enjoying that because you know what? The man is a dick. I think the other thing you need to do is point out the inherent racism of the policy that he's proposing.
It is.
He is, for a man who's supposed to be this liberal giant, this leader of the Democrat Party, who has embraced the whole concept of being
we're woke, baby,
and all this kind of stuff. If you're going to embrace this post-racial world and you're going to try and be woke, then maybe a direct attack on our South American neighbors and the families that are reliant on these jobs maybe isn't the best strategy.
Yeah.
So I'm just saying, maybe a two-prong attack where we point out how racist Dick Durbin
is being on this subject.
And I think another prong where we encourage the voters to talk to all of their legislators and maybe tell them, hey, we don't appreciate you being racist towards South America.
Exactly.
Maybe
I don't appreciate that. I have friends down there now. I have friends in the cigar industry, even when I've made them, and I don't want to see their businesses or their employees get hurt.
Well, and look, if there's one thing that I think you and I have learned very quickly, it's that these guys do not only respect, but they worry and take care of their people.
Yes.
Oscar, Justo, Christian, Nick Perdomo, all of them. The Newmans, everybody. They all have staff and employees down in these South American nations and Caribbean nations, and they need to have the government get off their goddamn back.
And they need our support, guys.
So, okay.
And you and your friends, talk about this in your cigar lounges. Print out that thing from the PCA that's on Instagram and hang that up in every cigar store you go into.
Leave copies on the coffee table in the cigar lounges. Just make sure that people are aware of what Dick Durbin is trying to do. So
I love how you added that on the fly right in the middle of the soapbox.
In the middle of the soapbox. Yeah. You know what? You know what that's called, Jeff? It's called being prepared.
Okay. Well, if you were prepared, we just started with it.
Well,
I just want to point that out.
I wanted to use it to reference you, but I mean, I figured inevitably you'd say something that it would be appropriate.
I wondered why that was on the soundboard.
But now it's officially the Dick Durbin clip.
You dick.
All right. Well, enough of that. So,
and you know what? If Dick Durbin comes around and realizes
dick.
God, you said it so quick.
He comes around. I'm not even going to say his name anymore. If he comes around and realizes how racist he's being towards South and Central America and the Caribbean, then we can stop playing that because, you know what? He can wake himself up and realize what he's doing.
Realistically, you proposed this on a previous show, and I actually am now starting to warm up to the idea. Realistically, we could set up a tour of the JRE tobacco farm and rolling facility and all that down in Honduras.
Yeah.
We could set that up tonight. We can make one phone call and get that set up. And all it takes is Dick Durbin
You dick.
to agree
I
to
don't
do
know if
it.
playing that clip's going to help this along.
Well, it's not going away until he agrees. So, whatever. So I think he needs to come along, do a junket.
Yeah.
I mean,
We'll go on a fact-finding mission.
He's a freaking high-ranking senator. He could take a plush plane down to Honduras.
Yeah.
And
we'll hop a cargo.
Yeah, I would say we'll be hanging onto the wheel. And, we could go down there, and I'm sure the Aroas would be perfectly happy to show him everything that they're doing, show him the whole process, explain to him the differences. And I'm not saying that PCA and all these other groups have not had meetings to where they've attempted to explain to him the differences
Show him the
between
people that they're
cigars
hurting.
and cigarettes and everything like that. But yeah, take him down there, show him the boots on the ground that he's actually hurting in order to do this. Now, is he ever going to do that? You and I both know he's not.
Yeah.
But I think Dick Durbin should,
You dick.
I think he'd be challenged to do so.
I'm challenging him to. I
There you go.
challenged him on the last episode.
I think it's
Dick
a good
Durbin,
idea.
come with us. You didn't even play it. I'm proud of you.
Oh, I missed it. Oh,
Come
well.
with us down to Honduras.
Yep.
Tour one of the farms and see the people that you're actually, I'm going to use the word devastating, but the people that you're impacting with this.
Realistically, we could set up with both the Aroas and Oscar.
Yes.
He could tour two different facilities. Now, granted, he's going to see similar operations.
Yeah.
Maybe not the same. I mean, I'm sure they have their differences. I know the Aroas with their bear science and everything like that.
Yeah.
It's a little different. But the point is, he's going to see the people. He's going to meet the people, and he's going to realize just how much they value their jobs and how much they need them.
Now, I will tell you, and then I promise we'll
I
stop.
want to say, we need to get
We're
off
on
the
our soapbox, and I'm sure everybody's tired of it, but you guys,
But there's
this
an
is
important,
critical.
I want to say, there's a level of importance to this
Yes.
that does need to be paid.
Now, I will
He
tell
wants
you, I took a day, not that long ago, and I made calls to all of Dick Durbin's offices.
You dick.
I knew it was coming. And guess what?
Mm-hmm.
No one answered a phone at any of them.
Mm-hmm.
They're all on voicemail.
Well, yeah, but they're all shut down because of COVID,
Yes.
except for Washington, where
Nobody answered there
where you
either.
got the message there that their lines are all busy.
That's right.
Yep.
Yeah,
So,
you remember that.
I do remember
I
that.
called the campaign offices and I called the Senate offices.
Yep.
And called them throughout the state of Illinois.
Nice to
and
know that you
couldn't
can reach
get
out to your
anyone.
own senator, by the way.
Yeah, good luck doing that without a wad of cash.
Well, exactly.
Yeah.
Anyway, well,
I'm not a lobbyist. I'm just someone who cares about this.
one more time to end
I
this
guess
up.
I am a lobbyist, and I'm lobbying. I don't have any money to do it.
You're an individual constituent lobbyist.
Yeah, I'm actually one of his constituents, and I can't get through to him on the phone.
Well, you know what? So there you go. So that's our message for Dick Durbin.
You dick.
When you guys call, if you ever get a hold of his office, tell them, please do this for me. Tell them that you don't support this because it's going to hurt families and businesses in South Central America and the Caribbean. And then, as you're ready to get off the phone, say, hey, why don't you take the Cigar Pulpit Challenge and go to a factory with them?
Yes.
Yep. Please, somebody say that to them, please. Oh my God, can you imagine how quickly they're going to be trying to find out who we are?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and then they're going to hear this.
And then our taxes are going to somehow skyrocket. Suddenly, all of our local politicians are going to jack the property taxes through the roof. Anyway.
Yeah, we're screwed. But guys, you know what?
Well,
We're going to take one for the team for you.
And the sad part is, you and I aren't going to have much money for that because somebody decided that he was going to invest a whole bunch into Dogecoin.
Okay, before we go
There's
into
a segue.
this, what are you getting on your cigar?
Well, oh my, I just exhaled right in my face. I don't know. It's a nice smooth cigar. I mean, it's smoking well.
Ooh, do the retro. I'm not going to lie, I think it was pretty smooth.
Oh, my.
No lingering effects, though.
You didn't do it on smoke, man.
Hold on, let me do another one, because mine was smooth.
Oh, my sinuses are tingly. You're even further along than I am, but yeah, there's some pepper on the retro.
I don't know if I agree with you on that.
That's fucking good.
I don't think there's a man, woman, or child alive that doesn't enjoy a nice beverage.
Oh, there you go.
Stole that from Letterman.
Anyway. No, I think there's some pepper on the retro, bud.
A little, but it's very smooth, and I didn't get any of that like residual lingering effect.
How many cigars have you had today?
3. This would be number 4.
I'm equal. I'm equal with you.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
But as far as the smoke itself, I can't say that I'm getting anything.
I can't say I'm getting anything specific.
Yeah, now granted, we ate cranberries and we're drinking coffee,
This
so
is
that
true. So maybe
may hinder us a bit.
Maybe I'm getting coffee.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway. All right,
Coffee.
so coffee. So, okay, Jeff. Let's get the investment update. It's been a couple weeks
Apparently,
since you discussed how everybody should invest in Dogecoin.
no, I did not say that. And we had multiple disclaimers pointing that out.
Yes.
So I'm going to look something up here real quick because I want to be able to reference it.
Nothing like show prep.
Well, no, I had it. I've got it on the phone here. So apparently, well, now I'm not seeing it. So maybe it has. So you know what? Did they take it down?
What?
Maybe they did.
What?
There was a story up earlier today that I don't see now. So, guys, maybe I just dreamed this. I swear I saw something earlier today that China had said they're not going to be taking Dogecoin or cryptocurrencies.
Oh,
and that's when it just plummeted overnight.
Crypto stuff.
Yeah, for full disclosure, we're recording on Wednesday, so by Friday it may be back up. But right now, I understand why people jump off of buildings and Wall Street. So, because it has bombed.
Well, it's not that bad.
Well, let's put it this way: I think you may be in just a little better than I am. You may have a little better position.
Yeah, I'll admit I'm down on it, but
right now it's
not a ton.
As of Wednesday at 10:30 at night, as we record, it's trading at 33.5 cents.
Yes.
Now, a week ago? Let's look. In the last week, its high was 57.
I mean,
the
I
week
bought it.
prior to that, it was 69 cents.
55 at the time.
Yeah.
So, and you've doubled down.
I did. I've
this.
actually dropped.
You bought more.
Yeah. Well, when it went really low, I didn't catch it at its lowest point because earlier today it was down to, I want to say 24 cents. Although I can't find it now, but it was really low.
You're really banking on it coming back to some degree.
Yes, it was down to 24.1 cents.
Okay. I guess that's my point.
Yeah.
You're banking on it coming back.
Yes. And my current position is 49 cents.
So to break
49.2555.
So to break even, it needs to hit essentially 49 cents.
If I hit 50 cents, I will not have lost anything. If it ever gets back to that. And I don't know.
It might. I mean, let's be real. You've only been in Dogecoin for less than a month.
That's true, but I'm freaking out.
Well, it's because you've put too much into it. You're not supposed to invest what you can't afford to lose.
Well,
It's kind of like gambling. Don't play with what you can't afford
and you
to
notice
lose.
when we were in Vegas, I got hammered the first night and I
walked
quit.
away.
Yes, I
Yeah.
had enough sense to quit.
Exactly.
But I haven't had enough sense to quit here yet. But that's the thing. I'm in for a penny and for a pound now because I'm not going to take it out at a loss.
True.
So I may own this the rest of my life at 3.5 cents, but by God, I'm going to own my Dogecoin.
Okay.
Now, something else I've noticed, and I don't know if any of the listeners have noticed this too. So I'm using the Robinhood app, which I think you are as well.
Mm-hmm.
And if you go look, like if you put up Dogecoin to follow and you put up Bitcoin.
Yep. You've talked about this with me.
Okay. It looks like the exact same EKG reading. Like a heart monitor.
Well, that makes sense. The crypto market as a whole is moving in some
Now, granted,
ways.
Dogecoin is in the 36 cents range, And, you're looking at Bitcoin that's in the 38,000 range.
Which there was some freak out when it dipped below 40,000.
Yeah, let me look.
There was definitely
it
some
was below
freak out.
40,000. Now, again, we're recording Wednesday night, so don't.
Yeah, exactly. If these numbers bounce back on Thursday, then
don't hold this against us.
But, it had dipped below 40,000, and there was definitely some freak out.
Right now, as of Wednesday night, as we record this, Bitcoin is trading at 37,950.
Okay.
Yep. As of this moment.
Wow.
Yeah. And Doge is at 33.4 cents. So, yes, my investing strategy may not have been good.
I mean,
in reality,
I think everybody listening to this probably could have guessed that your investment strategy was
but I was really
unsound at best.
Well, unsound, I'll give you that. But I really thought we were going to get that bounce from Musk off of Saturday Night Live.
Yeah,
apparently
that didn't happen.
Making fun of it on the show didn't help.
That didn't help anything.
Not at all.
And then he, said that...
Then he went to a party with Miley Cyrus with Doge, ice sculptures and stuff.
Well, and then, what was it? He said that Tesla was going to stop taking Bitcoin, but, and then he asked if maybe they should take Dogecoin instead.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I don't know. I mean... Now, I am seeing more and more articles. There was actually one just listed on there about how you can use Dogecoin to pay for items at GameStop now.
Really?
So, yeah. So, I mean...
So, let me ask you this.
So, I think Dogecoin has some legs underneath it. It's just... Maybe it just needs to get through whatever it's going through. I don't know.
Let me ask you this because I don't understand this.
I don't understand.
And maybe somebody in the audience does.
Yeah.
How do I take my Dogecoin that I own?
I have no idea.
And use it to buy something?
I truly have no idea. We need to get a cryptocurrency expert.
You know what? I bet it is.
What?
I bet you go to Chuck E. Cheese and they just give you those tokens they used to use.
I don't want to go to Chuck E. Cheese.
You remember the tokens?
I know the tokens.
Yeah.
Had the rat on it.
That's what they should have done, is made a Chuck E. Cheese cryptocurrency.
I mean, anybody can make a cryptocurrency.
You can, actually. I looked that up because I want some Gator coin.
We could make some Gator coin. I was going to say, we can make pulpit coin, but yeah, exactly. Would you guys buy cigars with pulpit coin?
Would any store take it? That's the other question.
No.
Gator coin.
Maybe My Monthly Cigars.
Oh, my God.
I wonder if Nick would take pulpit coin.
Use that in conjunction with your ash cash.
With your ash cash, exactly. Oh, my God, I love it. Here you go.
I don't think he's going to.
Nick, you're going to have to start accepting pulpit coin.
Yes.
We're going to get that rolling. We're going to have a picture of
It would be like a...
We're going to have a picture of Jeff naked holding up kale on the one side of the coin.
Nice. It would be like Dwight Schrute when he had the Schrute bucks on The Office.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, I just remembered the thing that I wanted to reference.
What was that?
Your broken chair on the deck here.
Oh, yeah, I split it in two.
Yeah, so guys, we're going to get off the investment thing because basically Jeff lost.
Don't do anything we've talked about.
Yeah, he's losing his ass. But
we are not experts.
But speaking of his ass, he hasn't lost his physical ass. And I think that's the problem, is because I'm sitting here, I get to the deck at the JRE Tobacco Aladino Mobile Studios, located on the deck of his ex-wife's house, and I notice that one of the chairs is sitting here with the base completely separated from the chair.
Yes.
And the metal in this thing is just sheared. It's just cracked and broken.
Yes.
And so, Jeff, how did that happen again?
I contend that pot metal was flawed.
I contend that you leaning back in these chairs all the damn time has stressed that metal to the point that it broke. Now, I'm pretty sure...
You take that back.
I'm pretty sure that chair broke while we were recording back here one time.
Yeah, it did.
And I think it was a handful of episodes back, I think I referenced that you were leaning back awful far. Because I remember asking you, how's that cigar smoking at a 90-degree angle? So, yeah, I'm pretty sure it happened then. But, yeah, so finally cracked, huh?
Completely.
Okay.
Yeah. And those goddamn things are expensive.
You need to get some new chairs, bud.
Yeah, I'm thinking about a whole different set of chairs. We talked about that earlier before we got on the show.
You need to find chairs that
Two of these chairs are like $300.
Yeah, you need to find similar chairs.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe ones that,
I can buy the same table set for, I think it's $500, and then I have another table in case the glass cracks on this one.
I would just advocate that you find maybe some chairs that have a higher weight threshold, I mean, let's be real. Chairs have a weight threshold to them. And so maybe you're just stressing these too much.
Wow.
with your constant
Oh, yeah. I'm
leaning
the
back.
only one stressing them of the two of us.
Hey, I don't lean back all over the place. I sit in the chair.
Mhm.
You're the one that's all like leaning and
See,
doing this
the
and doing
problem with
that.
these chairs is that central pivot point.
Mm-hmm.
That's the weak spot in the chair, and of course I sheared it in two.
What happened to the other chair that's broken?
That one's leaning to the side. I don't know if it's that or if something that one of the welds gave way.
But you broke that one too, is what I'm
Yeah, I've
getting
broken
at.
two of the chairs. Thank you.
Two of the 4 chairs.
God damn it.
All right then.
We really
Well,
got to go into that, do we?
We did. We had to go into that. So
Yeah, I jagged up 2 chairs. Sheared 1 and 2, and the other one just leans. It's listing hard to the right.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
Well, Jeff,
Guess what, motherfucker?
it's time for 3 cigars that we're smoking this week that we enjoyed.
Thank you, Tiger King. You've been playing with your soundboard.
I enjoyed that.
Oh my God.
So yeah, it's time for 3 cigars that we enjoyed this week, and
Carol Baskin.
that Mitch Carol Baskin.
God.
Yeah, we'll get into.
I
that
have
here.
not. By the way, back to the investment segment. I have not bought any scat.
That's good.
Yeah. I'm avoiding scat.
I hear that one's shitty.
But
I wouldn't invest in that. So anyway, 3 cigars that we're smoking this week that we enjoyed. So do you want to go first or shall I?
I think you should.
Okay. So
I haven't looked mine up yet.
So my first cigar that I've smoked and enjoyed this week, I hit the standards, my go-tos this week because I've been busy and I haven't had time to sort through and organize all the cigars that we brought back from TPE.
Yeah.
And really, hit some of those. So I hit some old standbys here. So my first one is one that I go to on the regular, the Perdomo Habano Sungrown.
Ooh, nice.
Love that cigar.
Nice.
Good cigar. Always smokes well. Has great flavor. A little bit of spice. I love it. Best cigar.
I'm going to give a shout out to the manufacturers of the Bishop and Gator, our friends over at Martinez.
Yeah.
I had a couple of hangries while we were out in Vegas.
Yeah.
Good stick.
Yeah.
Good cigar. Have you had it? You've had it.
I've
haven't
had
you?
one. Yes.
Okay.
That's the one that they're doing in conjunction with Luxury Cigar Club.
It is, and it's
Yep.
really good.
It's a good cigar.
Yeah.
Not a fan of the size.
Why?
Because it's not a Lancero, but it's a very long.
It's like a Lonsdale.
It's like but it's long. It's like a real thin. It's close to a Lancero, but not quite. And you know me, I'm not a fan of the really smaller ring gauges.
See, it doesn't bother me because I've smoked.
I average between 50 and 60. That's my ring gauge.
You know me.
Preference.
I mean, I'll smoke a Swisher if I don't have anything
Yeah.
else. I'll smoke Toscano. Like, I've been smoking the Lonsdale. Been smoking the crap out of the Lonsdale from JRE with the Aladino Cameron.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I have no problem with the size of the cigar. I just like cigars.
Okay.
But that's me.
Okay. Well, my next one is one that I smoked from our friends over at Espinosa Cigars. It's the 601 Habano.
Ooh.
I had that while I was editing up the TPE recap show. And, boy, fantastic flavor on that cigar. It's nice and spicy, and it's great cigar. I really enjoyed the 601 Habano.
Okay, now this is a little darker cigar than I usually do. But when I got back from Vegas, I busted out one of my H. Upman, the Bankers.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I like the Banker.
Yeah.
I always feel like Captain of Industry.
And I'll be honest.
That was back before my Dogecoin took a dump.
Yeah, I know, right? I didn't get the Banker reference, and I should have. I didn't get the Banker reference with that cigar until we were talking with Rafael Nodell at TPE.
Really?
And he pointed out that they were originally bankers.
Yeah.
And started the bank, and then they got tobacco, and they were giving them out to clients and everything
Yep.
like that. Now I totally get the whole background of that cigar, and
Well, there you go.
and I like it. So
Yeah.
it just is one of those things that I learned that at the show.
We'll see.
Yep.
One more reason that we should have been there.
Exactly.
Yep. It was what God intended.
And then my last cigar is a shout out to our studio sponsor. I had a Aladino Corojo Reserva, and fantastic cigar. I just cannot, for the life of me, say that I can't say anything bad about that cigar. It's just so perfect. It's got that nice amount of spice. It's just, I love it. I love it so much. The Corojo Reserva.
Good deal. And I have one laying here. I smoked the other one earlier today on my drive. But I got to go with the Leaf by Oscar.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, that was, you know me, I love that Connecticut. But actually, any of them, any of the Leaf line, I enjoy. The Connecticut's the one I gravitate to because I just love that creamy Connecticut flavor that it has.
Yeah. Nope, it's a good cigar.
There you go.
So that's 3 cigars that we've smoked and enjoyed this week.
There you go. Now, is Broccoli still on assignment, or do we have
I believe Broccoli is still on assignment for this week.
Okay.
Hopefully we'll be getting reviews from Broccoli Rob back here shortly.
Good deal. Good deal.
So-
We miss you, Brock.
Yes, Broccoli. When you going to come back to us?
Come on, Brock.
Get back to work, Brock.
How much do you pay him to do this segment?
I mean...
Oh, wait, that's right. It's free.
Yeah.
How much do you pay me? Oh, wait.
You got a trip to Vegas out of it, dude.
I did. And all you did the whole time was bitch at me. Because I got you sick
With
the first
good
night.
reason. I was going to say, you got me sick.
I still think you had food poisoning.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was something you ate.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
I'm sure it was something you ate.
Anyway. Well, whatever. Anyway. So, I'm at the halfway point of the Jaime Garcia Reserva Especial.
I'm a little further ahead of you.
You are.
I've had to remove the band. And it is...
shortly here.
I will say, I'm going to point something out, and I've enjoyed the cigar. I have a pretty hard draw.
Really?
Yes.
I don't.
I don't know if that was the V-cut.
My draw has actually been really good.
Yeah, I'm experiencing a very... you know what? I'm going to cross-cut it because I've got my cutter here, so I don't use yours. I'm going to do a cross-cut and see if that opens it up a little bit.
Okay.
Because I was all excited about how cool the V-cut was. But, yeah, I've had a hard draw on this.
That sucks. No, the draw on mine has been perfect.
Boy, that opened it up. Look at that.
Yeah, that did open it up a lot. You just didn't get enough of the cap off the first time you did that.
Yeah, you were saying a while ago I wouldn't get enough smoke on the retro, and I was really trying, so that helped a lot.
Okay, try a retro now then.
Okay.
Let's see if this changes your mind, on the whole pepper threshold there.
There's pepper there, but it's still not, it's not as strong as you're saying.
I don't know about that, bud. It's there.
Yeah, we're completely off on the pepper ranking on the retro.
Tingle. There's a tingle. Ooh, and it's hanging in the sinuses, too.
Yeah, it's not hanging with me. That's weird.
Ooh.
Weird.
I don't know. Maybe my sinuses are just a little more sensitive today. Sensitive.
Maybe. How's your coffee?
It's good.
Good.
It's fucking good. It's a fucking good cup of coffee.
Oh, my God. That name kills me.
It's gotten cold on me, but...
I can warm it up. I got a whole pot I made for you.
You made a whole pot?
If you're going to make it.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't know. No, it's fucking good.
Well, there you go.
No.
Actually, okay. What? Not being a normal coffee drinker. Drinking it black, by the way, is actually impressing me.
Hey.
Considering you're not a coffee drinker.
Hey.
You're going into the deep end of the pool.
Right.
But it's something that I like to do. And I don't know if anybody else in the audience does it or not. I'll take my leftover coffee at the end of the day.
Yeah.
And I'll actually put it in a pitcher and put it in the fridge and then drink it as a cold coffee.
Oh, well, look at you.
Yeah. I like cold coffee.
Okay.
I don't do a cold brew, but I'll brew it and then, chill it.
Mm-hmm.
I just like the caffeine.
I think Mr. Jonathan was the one that, when we had him on, I talked about, I don't remember if this was actually on the show or if it was maybe our conversation pre or post. We were talking about coffee, and it came up that I wasn't a fan, and he had recommended that maybe I ought to try cold brew.
Yeah, I think you would like a cold brew.
I don't remember if it was on the show or not.
Well, I tell you, I hate to give Starbucks any credit for anything.
Yeah.
Because the thing is, I like Starbucks, and I go to Starbucks, but I don't want to. I want to go to, local shops and whatnot.
Yeah.
Like, here in Waterloo, we have a little shop. It's called Bean Tree Cafe. And Bean Tree Cafe is wonderful and does a really nice job. But not every little local shop you go to is good. And
this is true.
I hate to admit that, but it's the truth. There's a great shop up in O'Fallon, Illinois, where you have your newspaper, Sweet Katie B's.
Yeah.
I think the world of Sweet Katie B's.
Yeah.
I think they're in a new location now. I need to try it.
Yeah.
But that being said,
they expanded. It's bigger.
The Nitro Cold Brew,
yeah,
that you can get at Starbucks is killer.
Okay.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, it's really good.
But is it fucking good?
Well, okay, it's not.
It's not fucking good.
I'm not saying that. Here's one of the problems, okay? And I'm just going to tell you this. One of the problems with Starbucks for a new coffee drinker like you is it's going to have that bitter taste that you don't like, or you say you don't like.
Mm-hmm.
Now, you might grow to like that at some point, but Starbucks always is a much more bitter coffee.
But see, I don't get that with this.
No.
I'm not getting the bitter on the fucking good coffee.
There you go. Now, if Nick can perfect a nitro cold brew that he can get us, then I'm all in, but still have to get that there.
He's working on it, I'm
but
sure.
It's actually really good if you go try it sometime. Try the nitro cold brew.
Can I bring my fucking good coffee and tell him, hey, make it with this?
Make this.
Make it with this.
Boy,
do it your way.
Here's the funny thing. You probably could, but you're going to need to get the espresso grind.
I doubt Starbucks would accept my like
true
beans ground, whatever whatever term
that
it is.
Foamy, like milky stuff they
doubt
put in it.
They would accept me
You're gonna love
in
that.
my own coffee and saying make this.
Well, if you've got a better coffee than they have, why wouldn't they? They need to bow down in its presence.
I mean, they can charge me the same as if it's theirs. They just don't need to use their own products.
This.
Just use my product.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Doubt they're going to do it either.
Kind of doubt it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, that
Something
little
tells me it
foamy
would
milky
be
stuff they put on, dude.
Offensive.
Yeah, a little bit. A little bit. But the nitro cold brew, if you're going to go there, try that.
There you go.
I think you'll thank me.
Okay. I mean, I'm not going to go there, so.
Yeah. But if you do nitro cold brew, just
I only go there every once in a while for an iced tea because it's $4 for an iced tea, which is it's stupid expensive for an iced tea. But every once in a while,
now that's the Trenta, if I'm not mistaken.
It is the Trenta. I get the Trenta size, which took me a long time to remember because heaven forbid they use small, medium, and large. But
Trenta, I think, is Trenta extra large. I don't even know.
Shit, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's the biggest one they've got.
Yeah, it's the big boy.
That's how I had to order it one time. I was like, I just need the biggest iced tea that you have. And then they were like, oh, the Trenta. And I was like, okay, I can remember that.
Yep.
But anyway, every once in a while is a little treat. It's pretty good. It's a good iced tea.
You know who else has good iced tea?
McAllister's. Yep. McAllister's Deli and Chick-fil-A.
Yeah, Chick-fil-A really does too.
For a fast food place, I don't know if you can beat Chick-fil-A tea.
Yeah. And, and for a fast food place too, Sonic.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if everybody around the country or around the world has these restaurants, but yeah, these are
I'm pretty
good.
sure everybody has Chick-fil-A.
I ate out tonight with my lovely ex-wife, Kristen. And we actually had, don't tell Addie because she'll get mad. She had a thing at church to go to. So Kristen and I had a little date.
Oh, how nice.
Now that's what I called it. And Kristen just sneered at me. But we had a little, little date with the exes going on. And we went to a restaurant. I'm not going to name it because I really, really like this restaurant. And I had a really good steak and I had a really good baked potato. Kristen had the barbecue chicken sandwich. Really, it's a place we like. The owner came over and talked to us forever. I've known him for years and years and years.
Yeah.
The only chink in the armor at this place.
Okay.
They don't have brewed iced tea. They have fountain.
Ugh.
And it's just, I got the first glass of it and I drank it. And then I asked the guy at the bar, can I just get Coke now? I love iced tea. You've seen me drink a pitcher of iced tea in a sitting.
Yep.
But that fountain
iced tea
sucks.
Fountain iced tea is an affront to God.
It really is.
It really is. It's like God came down and Lipton spit in his eye. And just said, we can make it brisk. And it's like, no.
They're going to pay for that someday.
Yeah. Someday. The guy who created fountain iced tea, he's going to hell.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
I don't know who you are, and you might be a listener, but you're going to hell for what you've done. And you need to get down on your knees, and you need to apologize to all of us and God for doing this.
You have ruined iced tea with fountain iced tea.
Who thought that was a good idea?
I don't know. I'm sure it was one of those things where they thought, oh, it can be more convenient. Sometimes the quick way is not the best way.
That's right.
And in this case, you made shit tea.
Yes. It's not even tea. No. I don't know what it is.
It's put together like soda.
Yeah.
So it's like a syrup that they mix with the water.
Yeah.
It's disgusting.
And, it's bad enough, the sweet tea, but the unsweet tea, the unsweet syrup tea is just, I don't even, it's not something man should have created.
Yeah, it's undrinkable.
Yeah. It really is.
Undrinkable. Where was I recently?
That's why I don't want to bash the restaurant, because I really like them and they have great food.
I don't remember where I was.
They got to fix their tea.
Recently that I had some. But I went somewhere and I ordered an iced tea and they brought me the fountain iced tea.
It takes one drink.
Where the hell was that?
It takes one drink. And when I asked...
And basically I took one drink and I was like, I need a water.
Yeah.
And I just get...
I was with you.
I know. It was the airport. It was the freaking place at the airport.
It was.
That you and I had dinner when we were leaving Las Vegas. And they had iced tea on the fountain. And it was the brisk iced tea. I took one drink and I was like, I got to get a water. And I
can't drink this.
And I went up and I got a water. Because it was just so disgusting.
Yeah.
So Lord knows how much that iced tea cost me. But I threw it right away.
Yeah.
It was just disgusting.
Anyway, so yeah, that's our soapbox about tea. Now, we're on soapboxes tonight.
We are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know why I feel like doing my NPR voice.
I don't know.
Yeah. Welcome to All Things Considered.
Do. Yeah. There you go.
Can I be Ari Shapiro?
No.
I listen to NPR enough to know the people on it.
That's
Think about that.
disgusting.
Oh, man. And they are just beside themselves right now. You know, it's a whole thing. But anyway. Yeah.
Oh, my. Well, hey, how about we hear from Pinky about what My Monthly Cigars is?
Wait, what?
This would normally be the time that I give information about My Monthly Cigars, but I've hired that out this week, so take it away.
My Monthly Cigars is a premium cigar subscription service. It comes in a variety of different size boxes at affordable prices. Use offer code PULPIT and get free shipping on your first box and 20% off any items in the online store at mymonthlycigars.com.
That's offer code PULPIT. Thanks!
I don't know what it is about her voice I just love.
It's so much more convenient playing that than it is for me to go through the bit again.
Well, everybody likes hearing it better, too.
Well, I know.
Oh, mymonthlycigars.com.
I mean, there you go.
She's working it.
Working it.
We love Pinky.
Yes.
When is she going to come back on?
I don't know. She's working on the charcuterie boards.
Oh, that'll be a fun episode.
That's the next one that she wants to do.
We need to do that, and then we need to have our Ladies' Night panel.
Yes.
Yeah.
All being organized.
Is it? Well, that's awesome.
Slowly.
But Shirley?
It'll get there.
And don't call me Shirley.
It'll get there.
Well, cool.
At some point.
So
I have a whole lot of people I need to follow up on with, from TPE.
We have so many contacts
Basically,
from TPE.
we got back from TPE, and I've just been swamped. So, I need to... I have a stack of business cards on my desk that I need to follow up on. So, hopefully, we can do that and have more guests.
I got to take a couple of days off.
Look at you.
Yeah, I went back to work today, but I had Monday and Tuesday off to recuperate, and I'm glad I did. I got a little bored come Tuesday. I didn't have anything to do, and it was starting to drive me nuts.
You would just call me randomly.
It was. I was so bored.
I was working on my newspaper, and you're just calling me randomly, like,
"Hi,
how you doing? What's going on?" I'm like, "I'm working." Oh, yeah?
I love to send Nick 911 text. You know,
how
like
much you got?
911 ASAP. You know,
yeah.
And he calls me. I'm like, "Hi."
Yeah. Pisses me right off. One of these days, you're going to do that, and I'm not going to actually call you, and you're going to have something really important that you need to tell me, or you're going to be straying down the side of the road because you ran out of gas or something.
I ran out of gas today.
Did you really?
I ran out of gas. I used to all the time.
You know what? I'm going to say this, and I'm going to jinx myself. I've never run out of gas.
Oh, God. You better find some wood to knock on.
Oh, well, I have a 3/4 of a tank right now, so
okay.
I'm good. But yeah, I've never run out of gas.
Yeah.
And you have run out of gas more times than I can count, just in the period of time that I've known you.
Yes.
And I know that this
is a real character flaw that I have.
There were many, many times prior to that I'm sure you ran out of gas.
Okay, this is how bad I am. I've ran out of gas. I've got a gallon of gas to get me going, and then forgot and ran out of gas again and didn't go to the station.
Oh, my God.
In the same day, I've ran out of gas twice.
What is wrong with you?
I have real problems.
Obviously. I mean, seriously.
If I tell you a story, will you not think less of me?
I don't know if there's a way for me to think less of you.
I'm going to purge my soul to the listeners right now.
I'm glad you said your soul, because, I mean...
Yeah. We have not talked about this prior. I'm going to admit to a crime.
Oh, my God.
Yes.
All right.
I'm not even sure the statute of limitations is up. So... I may have told you this, but I've never told it on the cast that I remember.
Okay.
So I was in Pinckneyville, Illinois, my town where I have my newspaper. I was coming back into town one day. I'd been down at Carbondale doing God knows what, for the paper. And I'm coming back into town, and I'm trying to get back for a school board meeting, and I'm just running right on time, and I ran out of gas.
Of course you did.
On the edge of town. Now, luckily, I ran out of gas by a good friend of my dad's.
Okay.
And I've known this gentleman, my whole life. He's just the sweetest man. So I pull into his driveway. I run out of gas. I walk up the long lane up to his house.
Yeah.
And I knock on the door, and he's not home.
Oh, God.
And I look over, and there sits his gas can next to his lawnmower.
You stole his gas.
Hold on. So I took money, and I put it in the door. Now, my thinking was, I'm going to take the money, I'm going to put it in the door, I'm going to go to town, fill up his gas can, and bring it back.
Yeah.
And then put the gas can back, and then probably either leave the money. I wasn't even planning to take the money, so leave the money. He'd never know what it was for, and there's his gas filled up, and nobody's...
No big deal.
Yeah. No, easy peasy. Going to take care of it. I'm literally a mile and a half away from the Moto Mart. I can fill it up and bring it back in like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
So I take the gas can, stick the money in the door, take the gas can down, start filling up the car, and here comes the guy down the driveway. After knocking on the door repeatedly, it's not him.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
You pulled into some rando's driveway?
No, it's his son. But I don't know the son at this time. I mean, not really. I mean, I've seen him, but I didn't know him. And he comes down and he goes, "What are you doing?" And I said, "Dude, I left you money." I said, "I'm going to go fill up your gas can. I thought this was so-and-so's house." He goes, "That's my dad." I'm like, "Oh my God, I'm so sorry. My dad always talks about him when he drives past this house. I thought this was his house." And he's like, I've never seen anybody do that. Oh my God, dude. I said, "I'm so sorry." I said, "I promise I'm going to go fill this up for you and bring it back." And
did you?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, good.
And I even gave him a Moto Mart gift card. And then the next time I saw him at Dixie's restaurant, I bought him and his wife's meal because I felt so bad about the crime I'd committed.
Okay.
The problem was, had it been the dad,
it would have been no big
deal.
It
was no biggie. But I was at the wrong house.
Wrong house?
Well, it was at his son's house.
Oh.
I swear my dad told me that he lived there.
Okay.
But it was his son's house, not his.
Oh, my God.
Maybe he lived there at one time and I moved. I don't know that. But, like, I knew this guy, and he would not have been mad at me for it. Like, I know him well enough to have known that. I did not know the son well enough to do that.
God, you're pathetic.
It's a wonder I didn't go to jail.
Well, I mean, in all fairness, you were giving him money.
Oh, no, I left the money in the door, thank God, because I think he'd have probably come down and shot me otherwise.
Yeah, I mean, you gave him money.
I gave him money, and I
circled back with more gas and a gift card.
And a gift card, and bought dinner.
And then you bought him dinner.
Oh, no, I felt like shit for it.
That was an expensive tank of gas.
It really was. But here's the deal. Again, I thought it was the dad that I knew really well.
I gotcha.
Yeah.
But it wasn't.
Yeah, I screwed the pooch on that one.
So, like, was he cool with you after you brought him back?
Oh, no, he laughs at me now about it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I mean,
but let's be honest,
deal.
that can of gas made him like $50 or better.
Well, yeah,
when it was all said and done. So
it's no big deal.
Still, I shouldn't have taken someone's gas I didn't know. Except I didn't know him.
Oh my God! Only you.
I know.
Only you.
I know. These are the things that are wrong with me.
No, these are the things that happen to you
because I'm not right.
This is true. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. That's the first time I've ever publicly told that story.
Grand Theft Gas.
Yeah.
And you do it on a podcast listened to by lots of people.
Yes.
All right then.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just purged my soul.
Better your soul than your bowels.
It's true. Which I think you did earlier before we started the show. Kristen ever hears this, she's never going to sit in that chair again. I'll tell you that right now.
Double Mexican, dude. That's all I'm saying.
God.
Mexican for lunch, Mexican for dinner.
I'm not sure the chair didn't lift off the deck for a little bit.
Twas a thing.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, yeah, it was.
Yeah. Anyway.
Thank God the wind's blowing the other way. That's all I have to say about that. So, Nick, how do people reach out to us? I've got the hiccups.
On the socials?
How do people reach out to us on the socials?
We're on Instagram at The Cigar Pulpit, as well as at Naked Gator, NEKKID Gator.
That's my page.
We're also on Facebook, where we have the Cigar Pulpit Parishioners group. Guys, sign up for the group. It's a good time. People are making friends, sharing their cigars that they're smoking. It's a good time.
They are.
And then there's Twitter, YouTube. You can reach out to us through the Contact the Pulpit page on cigarpulpit.com. And then, guys, get your questions in for Ask the Boys. We didn't do it on Tuesday because we had such a long show with the TPE recap. But, we're going to need questions for upcoming episodes here. So make sure you get your questions in. Area code 863-874-0000. We take questions about everything.
And everything.
Doesn't have to be about cigars. You can ask about us. You could ask our advice on something. You could ask about your love life. I mean, whatever you want to ask about, the sky's the limit.
Yes.
And I think that's all the ways people can reach out to us.
We still haven't got the TikTok up and running.
No.
Okay.
No.
We could do little dance videos with our cigars.
You know, we did have a suggestion about an idea for a TikTok.
Did we?
And I like the idea, but realistically, it's one more thing that I'd have to do, and it's one more platform I'd have to learn. And right now, I'm not committed to that idea, but at some point, I might look into it because I think it would be really funny.
My cat just lifted up the curtain and is now looking out at us.
Yes, disapprovingly.
Yes, very disapproving. Now he's found a bug to chase.
It's a cat, so I mean,
he's chasing a bug on the other side of the window.
Oh, well,
good times. Charlie's a good cat.
He's a good cat.
He's a beautiful Russian blue.
He's getting big.
Yeah. Anybody wants a Russian blue cat for the right money, I'll sell him.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Actually, I wouldn't. I've come to be very fond of that cat.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he sleeps with me at night and just purrs when I pet him. He's a good boy.
Well, at least
and he gets along with the dogs.
At least something sleeps with you and purrs.
Yeah. He gets along with the two dogs, which I did not think was going to go down as well as it has. So.
Why? Cats get along with dogs just fine. That's a whole myth. It's a myth.
Well, Lucy, our little long-haired Chihuahua, I think she thought she was his mom at the beginning because she would try to pick him up and carry him like by the scruff of the neck. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. She's been very motherly to him. Bennett really doesn't give a shit, but the golden doodle.
Yeah.
And I know the cat got really pissed off at him today because I let him out of his little pen because when we're gone, he tears the house up. So I wish we didn't have to put him in there, but we kind of do. And he'll just destroy the house. You've seen it, I think.
Yeah, I've seen it.
Yeah.
It's rough.
And he just goes nuts. He has abandonment issues. And I let him out of the thing, and he's jumping around. He'll bounce on all fours like a spring, straight up in the air. And he's barking and just going nuts. And his tail smacked the cat and knocked him backwards. And the cat just looked at him like if he could kill him, he would have. He was so pissed.
Well, that's the whole thing with cats.
Yeah.
If they can kill it, they will.
Yeah.
But cats are small.
Yeah.
So they wait for you to die, and then
they
eat you.
eat you, yes.
Yes.
That was a great episode on Rescue Me. I'm sure we've talked about that before.
Probably.
There was a whole episode where one of the older guys' wives died, and like they were gone for a week and came back, and they come in, and like she had like 12 cats. It was an Asian lady. The cats had eaten her.
Oh,
yes.
God.
Yeah, it was brutal.
Oh.
I loved Rescue Me. Did you ever watch it?
I did not.
Dennis Leary?
No, I didn't. You've mentioned this to me before, though.
That's one that you probably, because I know you like to binge watch stuff.
Yeah, I actually just got done watching a documentary series on Netflix all about the Night Stalker, Richard Ramirez.
Really?
Boy, that scared the shit out of me. No, here's the thing. I have issues regarding, like, home invasion.
No shit.
Like, that's, like, one of my fears. And, I mean, we've talked about my night terrors and everything before. But
I like to encourage intruders.
But, holy crap, dude. I don't know what it was the other night.
Notice you just let that go, folks.
Yeah, I know. So, I don't know what it was the other night. I'm flipping through Netflix trying to find something to watch. And mind you, it's late, okay? And the last thing in the world I should have done is put on the Night Stalker docuseries. But I watched
no offense, and I love you, buddy, but you're scared of your own shadow. Why would you do that?
I don't know. So I watched 2 episodes of it and quickly realized at that moment, I need a palate cleanser before I go to bed. So I watched a couple episodes of The New Girl, and that's a funny show.
I've never seen it.
It's actually pretty funny. I had a friend of mine recommend it.
Palate cleanser.
It's not too bad. So then last night.
What is it? What is her name?
Zooey Deschanel.
What movie was she in?
Elf.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm glad you got that.
Yeah.
I'm impressed.
She's cute.
She's cute. She was cute in Elf.
Well, she's cute in New Girl.
Yeah.
And there's a character on there, Nick Miller.
Really?
Yep. I wanted to know about that because for the longest time, ever since that show came out, everyone's all like, oh, like the guy on New Girl. And I'm like, no, I had it before him.
Yeah.
But whatever. So anyway. But then I finished watching The Night Stalker last night.
Kind of like Office Space with Michael Bolton.
Kinda.
Yeah, kind of like that. I celebrate his whole catalog.
Yeah. But then I finished watching The Night Stalker last night after we got done, or after I got done with the newspaper and everything. And
again, why would you do that at midnight?
I was up. I wanted to watch.
You're a glutton.
I wanted to finish it. So last night, my palate cleanser was Looney Tunes cartoons. Well,
tonight you should go home and watch 7.
No, there's actually another documentary all about. There's 2 of them that I have in my queue. One is about it's called The Ripper, and it's about this killer in the 1970s over in England that was killing prostitutes and stuff. Like
a takeoff on Jack the Ripper?
Basically. Yeah. And then there's another one that...
Or Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde or whatever. Yeah, anyway.
It was Jack the Ripper. But anyway, there's another one
I think Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde, I think he killed prostitutes as well.
That's fiction, Jeff.
Is it?
Yes.
You sure?
That's a book. That's fiction. Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde is
That wasn't real. That didn't happen. That didn't exist.
Not real. No.
I had no idea.
Anyway.
Swear with my hand to God, I had no idea that wasn't real. I got to research that.
You didn't know that a doctor who took a potion, a chemical potion that he concocted.
Well, okay. So I didn't know about the potion.
Turn into a freaking alternate personality.
I thought it was his alternate personality at night. I didn't know about the potion. So I apologize.
He physically looked different. It was like the Hulk, for God's sakes.
I'm looking this up.
It's a book, Jeff.
Okay.
Anyway, but there's another series on Netflix that I've bookmarked, and I've started watching it. I'm not as into it as but it's about the son of Sam.
Oh.
And it goes, and basically what it goes into is basically saying that the son of Sam killer that they prosecuted and everything is not, that he wasn't the actual killer, that he may have been involved with the actual killer. Basically, it's all these alternate takes on the son of Sam killings, and it just didn't fascinate me as much as the Night Stalker one did. But the Night Stalker one was cool because it had both the cops that worked the case talking all about it and went through the whole thing and everything. It was really neat. And boy, Dianne Feinstein, I didn't realize this. She was mayor of San Francisco at the time that was all going on.
Okay.
And they had a killing down in San Francisco.
Yeah.
That was connected to the Night Stalker. And so so the LA sheriff and the LA and all that, they reached out to the San Francisco cops, gave them everything they had on the Night Stalker.
Yes.
Including a bunch of clues that only, he would know so that they could nail him and everything like that. He had this one type of tennis shoe that he wore.
Yes.
And they had all these footprints, and he was literally the only person in the entire state of California that had that tennis shoe at the time.
And she released it, didn't she?
She got on a press conference and she released all the details. And basically, they to this day never found those shoes.
Wow.
So he changed the gun that he was using.
Yep.
He stopped wearing those shoes. He changed everything because of what she did. So Dianne Feinstein totally, you could make a solid argument that there's blood on her hands for going on and doing that.
Yeah. I remember that because I actually watched the movie The Night Stalker.
Yeah.
Have you seen that with, God, what's his name?
No, I didn't know there was a movie.
Oh, no, there's a movie. Hold on.
All right. Well, anyway.
Hold on.
So
Through the magic of podcasting, we'll probably edit some of this.
I was fascinated by it because it was, I like the true crime stuff, but it probably wasn't good for me to watch right before bed.
No.
So instead I had to watch, Wile E. Coyote get smeared by some rocks and cliffs and rockets and things of that nature. And boy, he really needs to sue the Acme Corporation. I mean,
that
just hit you. Okay. I mean, why not? Every product he buys from Acme backfires on him.
Yeah, the movie.
But I'll say this:
Phillips plays him.
Oh, really?
Yep.
I can
Richard
see that.
Ramirez.
I will say this: Wile E. Coyote is a very underrated landscape artist. Some of the paintings he does on those cave walls and stuff, or the walls of the cliffs and stuff. I mean, dude, fantastic and so quick.
Very.
I mean, he gives Bob Ross a real run for his money.
Very.
Just saying.
Okay, so
happy little roads and trees.
In 2014, this is the movie The Night Stalker. In 2014, Jake Gyllenhaal plays a cartoonist for the newspaper.
That's Zodiac.
Hold on.
That's Zodiac.
Sorry, Nightcrawler. Yeah.
That's not even
That's not even
about...
Hold on, you're right, that's Zodiac.
Nightcrawler's about a guy who's filming accidents at night.
You're right. I remember that now.
And that was a really good movie.
Let's strike that.
No, I'm going to leave all this in because, by God, you just totally botched this whole movie reference. And I think it's funny.
Okay, hold on. I got to find it.
Oh, my God,
Where's
Jeff?
the Zodiac?
Zodiac is not the Night Stalker.
No, I know, but I liked Zodiac.
Well, why are you bringing up Zodiac?
Because it's another serial killer.
Oh my God, you've totally botched that.
Who played the reporter in that?
Robert Downey Jr.
That's right. I'm impressed.
I've seen that movie a bunch of times too. It was a good movie.
It's really good. It's a good newspaper movie too.
It is, but I'm fascinated by the whole Zodiac Killer thing.
Yeah.
But the point, there's actually a really good podcast about the Zodiac Killer.
Is there? Because they never caught the Zodiac, right?
No, they didn't. And I'm trying to remember the name of that podcast, but it was a really good podcast all about the Zodiac Killer. Let me see if I can find it real quick. I love how we're just looking stuff up at this point to, reference and tell people. Exactly. I am down to the final 30. Oh, it's called Monster, the Zodiac Killer. Fantastic freaking podcast, man.
Really?
Oh my gosh, it was so good.
I'm going to have to start listening to that.
Yeah.
How many episodes?
Oh, Lord, I just closed it out. It's,
While you're looking that up, my friend Lisa Jones, that owns the Bean Tree coffee shop that I referenced earlier in Waterloo, Illinois.
Yeah.
Her daughter, Nikki, when Lisa worked with me at the newspaper, and when her daughter, Nikki, graduated high school, I bought her a book on serial killers because she's fascinated by them. I don't know if she still is, but she was at the time. 15 episodes?
Yeah.
I'll start listening to that tonight.
Fantastic podcast.
So I bought her this book on serial killers, and, she opened it up, and it was like one of her favorite, graduation gifts. Or at least she told me it was. Maybe it wasn't, but she seemed to really like it.
All right, then.
It always amazed me. This 17-year-old girl was fascinated by serial killers.
It's interesting.
Well, look at the fan mail they get. I remember when John Wayne Gacy was in Menard Prison down in Chester.
They were talking about that in the Night Stalker documentary I watched.
Yep.
At the end. They were talking about and they showed some of the pictures that he got from women just throwing themselves at him. I mean, it was unreal, the groupies that Richard Ramirez had. It was creepy, to be honest.
Yeah, Lou Diamond Phillips, I believe, like I said earlier, played him in the movie.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure.
All right.
Yeah. I've seen that movie too. Okay. But I like the Zodiac better.
Okay. Well, anyway. Well, final thoughts on the Jaime Garcia Reserva.
I've enjoyed it. It's a little bolder
Especial
cigar than I normally do.
Yeah.
I think it's had, it's a little more medium to bold profile. Do you agree or not?
I would say so.
Yeah.
And like I said, I get spice on the retrohale. On the actual cigar itself, not as much. It's a good, solid, smooth smoke for the actual cigar itself, but the retrohale has some pepper punch to it.
Yeah, I got it on this. I'm down to the nub now, and I got it on that.
Okay.
So.
Well, there you go.
Yeah, it's the pepper has built for sure.
Well, very cool.
I'll give you that. Well, there you go, man. It's been an episode.
I was going to say, you have anything else for the good of the cause?
No, and considering we had two things to talk about, and we've filled an hour or so here, I'm impressed with the back and forth conversation. Even though I got some movies jacked up,
you did, and it was entertaining to me.
That's why you're going to leave it in.
Oh yeah,
I'm
leaving it in. All right, guys. Well, guys, this has been another sermon from the Cigar Pulpit coming to you.
Oh,
what?
Hold on.
What?
Hold on.
What am I doing?
Hold on.
I'm holding on.
Hold on.
Oh, my God. You're killing me here. You're killing me, Smalls.
And as we leave you guys, do us a favor. Whatever you do, if you care about premium cigars and you care about the industry and you care about the local brick and mortar stores, guys, go on to cigaraction.org and let your voice be heard.
You got to dick Durbin before Durbin dicks you.
Amen.
You dick!
Anyway. All right, guys. We're coming to you from the JRE Tobacco Aladino Mobile Studios on the back of Jeff's ex-wife's house. This has been another sermon from the Cigar Pulpit. I'm Nick.
I'm Gator.
Stay smoky, everybody.
Okay, I'll give it to you. Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde was made up, and I didn't know that.
It was a goddamn book.
Yeah. It was first published in 1886.
Yeah.
By a Scottish author, Robert Louis Stevenson.
Yeah.
I actually thought that was real.
No.
I need to rethink some things.
No.
Yeah. Need to shut down and retool.